Alright, so yesterday was my first plus 25 moto, and I happened to find Justin Brayton, and not the Justin Brayton, but the other Justin Brayton, filmer. And I asked him, like, my camera guy couldn't come, so can you come over and film a little bit? So here's our little lens vlog starting kind of right now. First pro sport moto is at, I'm still wearing my glasses from working this morning. My first pro sport moto is at 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna do a little bit of gearing change. Yesterday we did plus 25. I felt like I rode like garbage, but still got a decent result. Had a ton of arm pump, but I want to make a couple changes on my bike. So I'm gonna drop a tooth in the rear, try to get a little more top end on this thing. So it's time to change the sprocket. Hey, look who decides to show up!
What's up? So you just got one today?
Yeah, just one today.
Well, you like this one pretty good?
I love it.
It looks like on that hard pack it'd be pretty.
Oh, it lights up. But this is what I was actually talking with one of my buddies from Europe. I was texting him this morning, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the 32, I think, because this is just spinning all over the place. He's like, dude, I'm telling you, he goes, at the GPs, we run that at 16 of the 17 races. Hold it. For the old lady.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, the old mom.
Thanks. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I'll find that beer belt. I'll give it to you later.
What are we doing here, KTM?
Getting that factory support. Helmet on still. My street bike helmet. I'm working on my RD, and some dude on a golf cart's not watching where he's going, and he hits my head. And dude, it jacks my neck sideways. If it would have been 5 inches closer, oh, it's the black. Yeah. Awesome, thank you. If it would have been 5 inches over, or if I wouldn't have had a helmet on, you might have decapitated me. Like, I go, what are you doing? And he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I go, use your head next time. I got arm pump really bad yesterday, like probably the worst I've ever got arm pump in my life. And it's usually because I haven't been riding, which I haven't been riding because I've been getting ready for this event and like traveling and driving. And I was talking to the Dudneys last night, and obviously little Dudney's a badass. I was talking to her mom, and I thought they were giving me shit, and she was like, well, maybe you should just take some Midol tomorrow. I'm like, oh, fuck you. You know, like, I don't got a pussy. But then no, she's like, no, it'll stop your cramping. So, Midol. All right, let's do it.
Right.
Let's do it. Yeah, we'll all hold on to it.
Okay. All right. What's your name again?
Jimmy.
Jimmy, right, yes. Okay. God, we pray for Jimmy's sprocket. May it serve him well on the bike. Help him have a good future. Make sure that he's back racing.
We can't lose now. They blessed the sprocket. So no matter what, this is the right sprocket to run. This is flat. My first year at Lorettas, I was 14 years old, and we didn't race amateur nationals. So if you had never raced an amateur national, you could race the novice class. So when I got on big bikes, I was a big 14-year-old. I was actually 13 when I got on big bikes. 14 when I raced here, though. So we rode during the week, and I got some good training in before Lorettas. I showed up at Lorettas and ended up going to Lorettas and winning. I went pretty much swept my class I won the championship in. In the other class, I would have won the overall, but I crashed in the final moto and kind of botched it. So nothing will ever compare, in my opinion, to the first year you ever do anything. But I can remember that year just being like, man, this is the greatest place on the planet. Like, this is awesome, you know? So just coming back here and the memories of like having my family here and going and racing. It sucks my mom and dad couldn't make it this year. They wanted to, but you know, just life happens. But this place is definitely always gonna be special to me. That was the first time in my life where I felt like I can do this, you know? So, whatever. The Hollywood star stepping out of his movie trailer. Camera guy ready. Old pounder rig. My uncle fixed that sticker up for me. I'm the only two-stroke in either. Well, actually, there's a two-stroke in the pro sport class. At least one of them, because I had to pass them in the first moto because I was in dead last pretty much on the, well, not on the start, but on the first lap. Got that 66J. So let me tell you the story behind that. So 66 is like our family number. We all started riding at the same time. Like, my dad didn't race dirt bikes growing up. He just like was a mechanic at a dirt bike shop and worked on street bikes, rode street bikes. So 66 is our number. Well, we were all 66, but when me and my brother started racing each other, because we're only a couple years apart, I was number 66J forever. But then when you start racing amateur nationals, they're like, dude, you can't put a letter after your number, you goon. So I switched to 100. The fist gloves are badass. And I know that you're the fist guy, and I'm not just jerking fists off with their gloves. Well, with or without their gloves on, I'm jerking them off. But these are my favorite. They're like, let me put my glasses on. They're like day and night. Oh, let me pull them apart, I guess. There we go. You got the skull just scorching in the sun in the daylight, and the skull in the moonlight with a skeleton.
Dude, that thing's all shiny.
The high numbers mean good, right? Chance Hymas and Ryder D are both behind me. How is that even possible? There's only, what, 5 gates? Could be shittier than mine, but they figured it out. So all the fast guys are going to be on the way outside. But not me, because I'm not fast.
Yeah, Ian was right before you.
Oh, yeah, that was a mess.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
You couldn't have done anything on that. I would have done the same move.
I know, I watched it over and over. Good luck.
There's nothing, Eddie.
I know, I'm like, bro. But then it's like, I would have done the same.
Yeah, everybody would have.
It's just the odds of them perfectly picking it up as your wheel hit him and it broke. Like, it was like, you couldn't do that again. Whatever.
We're done with Pro Sport Moto number 2. Just hanging out in my underwear in my motorhome, pondering. Yeah, it was, even though it was my, I guess, worst result of the weekend so far, I got 16th, I believe. Started off way back, started like 30th on the first lap and worked my way into 16th. Actually, let's not lie, I was in 27th on the first lap, and I made it to 16th. And, you know, like I said, it wasn't the best result, but I felt like I finally started to find a flow on the track, and I had some good lines, and if I just would have hit the good lines that I had faster, I just come on the track and was thinking, man, I'm racing against a bunch of freaking kids. These guys are, you know, half my age, and I remember when I was that age and I was willing to just hang it out. The problem is now when I get a start in the mid-pack, instead of just like slicing and dicing and running into people, I'm like Ricky Bobby syndrome. Are those other cars? Like, what is that? Like, these kids are going for it. So, it's fun racing them for sure. I had a blast. You got to remove your ego. As when I get a 16th place, and I'm thinking like, well, this is an amateur national. I used to be a top 10 professional racer. It's easy to start getting discouraged. You got to just pull yourself back and say, what are we doing here? We're here to have fun. We're here to get back into it. I'm here to have a hobby that I enjoy doing again. And we're checking all those boxes. Getting ready for second motos. We're on to Moto 2. What is it, Thursday today? Throwback Thursday? Woo-woo! Final round. Third moto. Should be good. No? What moto? I've been sitting around all day. It's weird to like ride at 3 o'clock but not do anything before then. So I cleaned the motorhome, got all my stuff organized, kind of ready to bounce out as soon as we're done tomorrow. Yeah. One more moto in the pro sport. My goal, I get 13, 15. I want to try to 10th is my goal, top 10. Hey, this guy's on a 2004 CR250. Yes, sir. 2-stroke light. Two-stroke, not 4-stroke. We don't play with that. Hey, good luck, man. You too. Top 10, bitch! Woo! Had to put on the last lap. I underestimated these children. Unleash the beast. Yeah, this morning, first moto this morning, 7:30 is the final day here. We weren't able to make it on the gate. We were driving down the starting line, realized that the bike would not clear out. Blah, 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 blah. So, you know, obviously we've heard, or I've heard specifically, like this place, you'll get moisture inside your carb and inside your stuff when it's super humid overnight. So we did the spot check on the carb, the power valve, drained all the fuel, changed that, tried a different ECU. This is all before we could have still made the moto at that point. Kind of problem solved all that. It's in the engine somewhere. My guess is like a cracked piston because it was running fine at the end of the moto yesterday. Yeah, I think it's just, we won't run it. Yeah, it's got to tear it down, but it's been a fun week either way. Things are still good. Still going to the awards ceremony tonight in 250 Pro Sport, but
Those damn 2-strokes.
hey, you watch.
Oh, that's too fake, dude. That was way staged.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Or whoever brought you.
Hey, Justin Brayton.
8th place from Bakersfield, California. 6th place, riding for number 2 from Pocket. Overall, and 3rd place award for 85 Yamaha, Elmwood Market, Minnesota.
All right.
Illinois.
Now, there's not many people that were perfect all week, but we can say Chance Hymas,
And now the top 5.
6'9" score in the
And
pro
5th place
class.
award number 12 from Mexico. Gabe
Perfection. Perfection.
Delgado.
So, just to let you know, when you become a professional motocross racer, you can be very good and you just don't get trophies anymore. Like, I mean, I've got 6 and top 5s in the Supercross and a lot of good places, but you don't get trophies. And even like when you do get trophies, usually they're at different places, so you don't end up flying home with them and somebody else takes them. I like literally haven't had a trophy in 6 or 9 years, and I've got a trophy. I came here and I got a trophy. That's all I wanted. So the only reason why I decided to do this whole thing wasn't because like I was like, all right, I'm gonna train and get ready for Lorettas. I literally was at a point, oh, you almost fell on that. I was really at a point in my life where I was really, depressed isn't the right word, but I was unhappy with how I was living. And I just told myself, you know what, like I gotta get back to doing what I know how to do, which is ride a dirt bike and train every day, and gotta get into that. And I started training at Rainer Raceway with Robbie. He kind of got me back on a program again. And yeah, I just started feeling better. I did the area qualifier at his place. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go to Lorettas and give me something to chase a little bit. And yeah, it's cool. I came here to Lorettas and I got top 10, and that's fun and all. But really, the process of it all is what I miss the most. And just coming out here and being with the moto community again and being involved and just enjoying the week. You know, even not even having our bike start this morning or run right, it's like, it's no big deal. Like my joy came from training from this event, you know, for this event. That's where the joy came from. And really, it's something I want to continue doing. Is always, I mean, I think I'm going to do a bunch of different amateur nationals and just kind of keep up with the riding part of it and the training part of it and things like that, because man, that's really what I'm addicted to. Not so much the racing part, the trophy part, that's one thing, but just the day-to-day hustle. It keeps you out of trouble. I've said it before, and everybody said it, idle hands are the devil's playground. You get complacent, you start doing things that, you're just bored, so you start doing stuff. So getting back into riding and training again and having fun coming to the races has been a really good thing for me. So thank you, Lorettas, for making me enjoy life again.